Continuing on, then I have the 125 amp fuse going to the battery. This is the generator. This is the jumper that jumps over to this battery, and then it jumps over to this battery, and then this goes down to the frame. And then I just have this extra ground going to the frame that I'm going to remove. I don't know why I have it there. It shouldn't be there. And this is the solar connector that goes to that 15 amp solar controller. So I'm not sure where I'm going to mount that new solar controller. I might be able to mount it right there. Right there. Continuing. So we got a jumper wire from the back side of the battery shut off. That goes to here. And then that jumps over to this. And then daisy chains, and it's for the Happy Jack, air compressor, and whatnot. And actually, I don't even know where the amp wire is. Oh, is that the amp? Oh, that's the amp. Where's it going to? So I have the amp right here. So I guess I don't have a fuse on that unless this is a... Oh no, this is a relay fuse. Okay. That's right. I had no... The mounting broke. So I just put it right there. So that's a relay. Fuse relay that goes to the amp. So that's the amp, and it goes to the back side of the battery shutoff. And again, this is the main feed from the battery. This goes to my inverter, and this goes to the bus bar over there. So I thought I had a fuse on the inverter. Or the inverter is fused. I don't remember. Okay, so I don't have a lot of room to work in here. This is going to the truck DC to DC. So it's 4 gauge here, and then reduces down to a 6 gauge wire short here. This is going to the 7-pin that supplies, even though the 7-pin is not charging a trailer, but this wire supplies to the emergency brake release at the pin box. So I have it to a relay just in case. And then the DC to DC out to the main positive bus bar. This 4 gauge wire is going to the battery shutoff. This, I don't know if I have this right. If I need to have this, is the 20 amp breaker going from the small solar controller to the main bus bar, and then the neutral to the neutral bus bar, and then this goes to my connection down there to the solar. So this would be going to the small solar panel. This neutral goes to the main breaker box of the house. This neutral also goes to the main breaker box to the house. And then I have another neutral going from this converter to the neutral bus bar. So there's plenty of neutral there. This here is just factory RV wiring that was going to the battery, I think, or maybe to this bus bar, and it just goes randomly down to the frame. So I went ahead and hooked it up to this neutral bus bar here. But this 4-gauge wire goes all the way down and bolts to the frame by the battery. This is a random wire that goes, I believe, behind the breaker box. I tried to pull it out, but I couldn't get to pull out. So it's just a wire that's not doing anything. So this is my battery, come from my battery. This wire right here is going to my cheapo 750 watt inverter. This four gauge right here is what's going over to here. And then this small guy is a jumper that goes to this side. And it supplies all the other relays for the Happy Jack, etc. An amp. So it looks like this wire going to top side. It's going to the fuse block. So that must be the outside. So this is the battery. That's going to the battery. And that's going to my current small inverter, 750 watt inverter. And this little guy is going to the fuse block. Okay. And this guy is coming from the bus bar back there. So I think it's a this leg right here is going to my current cheapo Harbor Freight inverter. This is going to the battery. This, I have no idea. This, I have no idea.